Hello everyone, welcome to Theimpactplay. I'm your host and team lead, Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Yagu, and we are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, music, and now also esports. Plus, we are also amplifying voices from those perspective fields and having this story told here on Theimpactplay. This part keeps the lights running and keeps the content coming. You can support us over at England.fm/Theimpactplay, where tier 2 supporters and above have access to exclusive content, including the post show, getting the show ad free, and so much more. Or you can even support us free by using our Epic code Impact Play. We are Epic partners, so with every purchase you make within the Epic Store, whether it be Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more, no matter where you play or how you play, even if it's a pretty big title, when you claim that within the Epic Game Store, be sure to use our credit code and it'll definitely go a long way in supporting us at no extra cost to you. And this episode of the Impact Play is also sponsored by Audible. However, me and the team will tell you about that later. This is the Impact Play's Reviewcast, episode 265, where we are reviewing Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, so stay tuned and enjoy. You can sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. And if you have Amazon Prime, you have access to 2 credits, and it's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, the URL is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Thank you to Audible for sponsoring this episode of the Impact Play. First and foremost, I would like to wish you all a happy new year and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Play. So whether it be being a review cast, a regular episode, or a special episode, or what have you, we are there. But nonetheless, I guess let's get into this review. But before we do, I'd like to mind you that there will be a spoilers, and this is just a spoiler warning. And also, nonetheless, a special treat to you all, due to us still being in the holiday season. We are essentially releasing this episode to everyone publicly instead of being a tier 2 supporter and above timed exclusivity. So usually what we do is we give our tier 2 supporters and above exclusive access of at least 24 hours to get this episode first, and then it'll be released publicly. But because we are still in test the season, this episode is out to will be out to everyone. But nonetheless, I guess let's get into this review. So I had the pleasure and the opportunity of watching a Knives Out, Glass Onion Knives Out, a Knives Out Mystery. So essentially is the sequel to the original A Knives Out. And this sequel is essentially a prequel to the third one that's coming out sometime in 2024, which is A Knives Out 3. And also starring Daniel Craig himself. But what was surprising was his acting in this. Like, he has like this weird, I don't know if it's Australian or whatever, but he has a weird accent. And he was just true to that character. Then being used to him watching on screen and portraying 007 or James Bond. So this is completely different acting, and he just stayed true to it. So essentially, this murder mystery is what it is all about. Was a mystery within a mystery within a mystery. Essentially, like to that, referring to that of an onion. So layers and layers of mystery until it reveals what was going on. But nonetheless, so essentially, there is a murder that took place. Has the name Knives Out Mystery. On a private island. Dubbed the name the Glass Onion. So a couple of friends, or should I say longtime friends, associates, whatever you want to call them, they get invited almost every year to this private island. And apparently, they were all sent this box that had several puzzles hidden inside and layers to it to ultimately reveal the invitation to another year's event, and it was supposedly to solve his murder. But essentially, that was, and then another surprise guest that wasn't essentially invited was Daniel Craig's character. What was his? The greatest detective in the world, i.e., Bennett Blanc. But, and then also Dave Bautista is in this as well, as well as some other new and recurring faces. Besides all that, his not his appearance. Uh, he what's that word I'm looking for? His surprise appearance even shocked Miles Braun, who was played by Edward Norton, because he ultimately he sent out all the gifts, all the invitations, and he ultimately, I guess, received one somehow. So essentially, he ultimately and then he ultimately, like I said previously, he kind of solved his apparent murder before it actually begun. And then essentially there was another murder and another apparent murder, and ultimately until you find exactly what was going on. So you have to stay for the right, essentially. And then everyone has their own clear motive or what have you, and then it's essentially playing cat with multiple mice, or apparent mice, I should say. But nonetheless, all in all, and a rating on the Theimpactplay scale, I would definitely recommend this. And of course, as you're watching it, you probably think to yourself, "This sounds very familiar." Of course, because it's the first one. But nonetheless, I had a sense of deja vu. I'm like, wait a minute, this storyline sounds very peculiar, and very familiar. So I'm like, okay. And then I looked into it, and I'm like, wait a minute, if this is Glass Onion, and now it's not mystery, this is the sequel to the first one. I'm like, wait a minute. I started looking into the first one. Oh yeah, now I remembered it. But then also watched a trailer of it to help refresh my memory. Daniel Craig's voice acting it doesn't have that big of an accent as he has in this movie. But nonetheless, all in all, the voice acting was phenomenal. And they all stay true to the characters, which was phenomenal. It was done phenomenally well. I would give it at least a 4. But does it deserve a higher rating than that? That's the question. That's the true question. Did this movie wow me? Yes. Wow. I guess I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Not a full 5 star, but a 4.5 out of a 5 star rating. Like, it honestly deserves it. So there you have it, folks. The rating is a 4.5 on out of a 5 out of the Theimpactplay scale. And of course, the IMDb scale, you times that times 2, you get a 9. A 9. That's about it on that front, folks. So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to send us feedback. You have a couple ways to do so. If you guys are listening to us on Spotify, there's a question that follows each and every episode. Let us know your thoughts, your feedback, or what is your feedback on this episode. You can reply to us directly on there. We'll be notified. Or you have a couple ways to do so, which is via email to rudymail@theimpactplay.com, via Discord, or even by leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/Theimpactplay, where your feedback will either be played live or read live here on a special segment of the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to give us a rating or a 5-star review on your favorite platform. Help us reach even more listeners, even more viewers. And of course, be sure to join our Discord for more information. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. Have a happy new year. Hope you guys have your 2023 resolutions started up and strong. Have a good one, and we'll see you all next time.